Okay, today we are going to know about the family, the vegetative as well as the reproductive floral characters of Asteraceae, the Compositae. So ICBN changed its name as Asteraceae. According to Bentham and Hooker system of classification, it belongs to class Dicotyledon, subclass Gamopetalae, and series Inferae, order Asterales, the family Asteraceae. It is an important family in angiosperms. Apart from the Orchidaceae, the second largest family in the angiosperms, and these are some of the important plant species: Aster MLS and Chrysanthemum, Dahlia, Eclipta, Helianthus annuus, Launia, Sonchus, Vernonia, Lactuca, Tridax, Senecio, Echinops, Spheranthus, Calendula officinale, Cosmos bipinnate, Carthamus tinctorius, Taraxacum officinale, Zinnia elegans, and Pyrethrum. These are the important plants, and these are the pictures of plant species: Aster MLS, Calendula officinalis, Carthamus tinctorius, and Chrysanthemum, Cosmos bipinnatus, Dahlia pinnata, Echinops echinatus, Eclipta prostrata, Helianthus annuus, Lactuca sativa, Lania pinnata, Pyrethrum, Senecio, and Sonchus asper, Sphaeronthus, Taraxacum, Vernonia, and Zinnias. So Asteraceae or composite is one of the largest family of flowering plants in dicotyledons, which is represented by 1623 genera and 24,700 species, which are worldwide in distribution, and about 140 genera and 700 species have been reported from India. The genus Senecio, with more than 2000 species, is the largest genus of this family. Coming to habit of this family, usually majority of the plant species are annuals or perennial herbs, and some of them are shrubs, and the Vernonia arborea is a tree. Haplophyllum is a xerophytic plant. Coming to vegetative characters, the root system as a taproot system, and fasciculated tuberous roots are to be found in Dahlia, which stores the inulin. And coming to stem, it is aerial, erect, or prostrate underground in Helianthus tuberose, and which is branched, hairy, and it is a succulent in Senecio. Coming to leaves, which are showing the simple leaves, and they are alternate. In Tridax, they are opposite, and sometimes they are needle-like, and usually with oil passages. Some plants contain latex, and they are showing the reticulate venation. Coming to floral characters, the inflorescence, which is a primary type, the head or capitulum, which is a most important inflorescence of this family, which is having with many flowers called as florets. They are borne on the conical flat, concave or convex receptacle. Each floret is subtended by a receptacular bract, pale or chaff. The receptacle is often subtended by an involucre of bracts, filaris. Usually the heads or capitula are arranged in various such ways as racemes, panicles, coriums, or compound heads. In Echinops, the heads are compound. The capitulum may be heterogeneous or homogamous. Coming to flowers, they are actinomorphic or zygomorphic, bisexual or unisexual, or even neutral flowers are also present. They are pentamerous and epigynous in nature. In heterogamous capitulum inflorescence like Helianthus, the central florets are the disc florets, which are bisexual and actinomorphic, and the peripheral florets are the ray florets, which are to be ligate, and they are female or neutral, and they are zygomorphic in nature. In Homogamous capitulum inflorescence. All florets are similar, usually bisexual, actinomorphic or zygomorphic, and rarely all the unisexual flowers are to be found. So this is the longitudinal section of a heterogamous head inflorescence, which we may see in the sunflower as well as in Triadax species, which are showing the ray florets on the left side and the disc florets on the right side. The ray florets exclusively, they are the female florets having only the gynoecium part, and the disc florets are the bisexual flowers, and at the middle the longitudinal section of the head or capitulum inflorescence. And we have to differentiate the ray florets from disc florets. The ray florets are bracteate, sessile, and incomplete, unisexual, generally female, and they are zygomorphic in nature. The disc florets, they are bracteate, sessile, incomplete, bisexual, and actinomorphic, pentamerous, and epigynous in nature. Coming to calyx of ray florets, their sepals are modified into pappus, which helps in the dispersal of seeds as a parachute-like structure. Same condition is to be prevailed in the disc florets calyx also. And coming to corolla, in ray florets, petals which are 5 gamopetalous in nature, they are ligulate with 3 to 5 teeth. They will form a tube-like structure and they show valvate estivation. And the corolla of the disc florets, petals are 5 in nature, they are gamopetalous, tubular, and they will show valvate estivation. Coming to andrecium, the male reproductive organ, which is to be absent in ray florets, and in a disc florets, the andrecium shows stamens are 5 in nature, they are epipetalous, the filaments which are to be attached to the petals, and they are alternating with corolla lobes. They will show syngenesious nature, making a cylinder around the style. The anthers which connate each other and their filaments should be free. This condition is to be known as syngenesious anthers, which is to be found only in the disc florets of the Asteraceae members. Coming to gynoecium of ray florets, it will show the bicarpellaris incarpus and unilocular ovary, inferior ovary with a basal placentation. And the gynoecium in the disc florets, they are to be absent. Sorry, it is also to be present in disc florets also, the gynoecium is present. Coming to fruit and seed, fruit is a special Cypsela type of fruit, which is a dry schizocarpic, dry indehiscent fruit, which is covered by a persistent pappus and having only one seed. Coming to pollination, pollination is to be completed by means of entomophily, by means of insect. In nature, noteworthy entomophilous pollination is to be found in this family. A single insect may pollinate numerous flowers of a capitulum in a single visit. This is an advantage of this family. The pollination is completed by means of a single insect pollinating all the florets. The insects are attracted by the conspicuous ligulate ray florets and also benefits the inconspicuous disc florets. Ray florets also protect the nectar from rain. Due to protandrous nature, means the male reproductive organs which come to mature earlier than the female reproductive organs, the cross pollination is to be promoted. In case of failure in cross pollination, the self pollination is completed by bending the bifid stigmas upon the anthers, which is to be known as the safety mechanism of pollination. And this is the floral diagram of the Asteraceae members, the Helianthus annuus. In the left side of the top, the longitudinal section of disc flower, and below that the disc flower, complete flower, and towards the right side the ray floret longitudinal section, and the ray floret which is to be a complete ray floret is to be shown. and in the middle of the top the ls of the head inflorescence, and the left side the floral diagram of disc florets, and the right side floral diagram of the ray floret. And coming to economic importance of this family, most of the plant species are economically very important, and majority of the plant species they are the ornamental plants. So many ornamental plants are to be present in this family like Aster MLS, Calendula officinalis, Chrysanthemum indicum, Cosmos bipinnata, Dahlia excelsa, Dahlia pinnata, Helianthus annuus, Tagetes petula, and Zinnia elegans and Zinnia linearis. And some plants are also medicinal importance like Artemisia sina, the flower heads which provide santonin, an antidote against intestinal worms. Lactuca virosa leaves have sedative properties. Speranthus paniculata capsula are used for curing stomachache and piles. Taraxacum officinale roots and rhizome provide the drug taraxacum, which is used as a mild laxative. And for insecticides, the powdered dry capsula of Centranthera and Chrysanthemum and Pyrethrum are used in preparing insecticides. And some of the edible products are also to be found in this family. The tuberous roots of Dahlia tuberosa, Helianthus tuberosa, they are edible. Lactuca sativa leaves are eaten raw as salads. Roasted seeds of Taraxacum officinale are used in place of coffee. And some oils are also to be obtaining from this family. From the seeds of the Carthamus tinctoria safflower, it is used for preparation of soaps, paints, and varnishes. And the hair oil bringraj is obtained from the leaves of Eclipta alba. The fatty oil from Helianthus annuus is edible. An aromatic oil from the seeds of Tagetes petula is used in perfume industry. A red colored safflower dye which is obtained from Carthamus tinctorius used for coloring candles, butter and liquor. So under mentioned some of the advanced characters because of which the taxonoms regard as Asteraceae to be most highly evolved taxon among angiosperms. The cosmopolitan distribution in nature, herbaceous nature, head or capitulum inflorescence, presence of large number of flowers in a small space makes possible to pollinate several flowers by a single insect. Presence of both actino and zygomorphic flowers, presence of uni and bisexual flowers, presence of calyx in the form of pappus, syngenesious anthers and protandry of androecium, reduction of carpels to 2 and number of ovules to 1, presence of inferior ovary and basal placentation, Cypsela type of fruit, elaborate mechanism of dispersal. So these characters which elevated this family as an advanced family. Okay.